Hello everybody, Carolyn Caldwell here, and I'm back with day 14 of the Organizing Spring Fling. Today I am going to talk about one thing, just one thing. I'm going to stay focused and specific and just talk about one thing. Now when I think of one thing, I think of two different perspectives. I think of applying it in a productivity conversation, and I think of applying it in a decluttering conversation. When I'm thinking of one thing in a productivity conversation, I think of what is the one thing that needs to be done in order to move a project or a goal forward. There is one thing which is the best next step, and if you focus on that one thing, your goal or your project or whatever it is you're trying to get done will move forward. And I was first introduced to that concept by this book, The One Thing, and eventually I'm going to figure out how to find the mirror reflection toggle on the video so that you'll actually be able to read this, written by Gary Keller. Many of you will be familiar with the book. Keller talks about what is the single most important one thing that needs to be done to move a project forward. Just one thing, focus on that and get the project or the goal moving forward. That's the productivity conversation. When I think of a decluttering, eliminating, shedding, or downsizing conversation, I think of people who are overwhelmed, stressed, anxious, wondering where to start. They're feeling stuck. They're looking at their project of shedding, eliminating, downsizing, or decluttering and thinking, oh my goodness, I don't know where to start. And this is someplace where one thing can help as well. In that situation, when you're feeling overwhelmed or stuck, all you need to do is do one thing, just one thing. Move forward with one thing, and it doesn't have to be a perfect thing. It just has to be one thing. What's one thing that you can do to get started on the decluttering, downsizing, eliminating, or shedding project that you're working on? What these both perspectives have in common, doing one thing, anything, on a project or a goal will start to create energy and focus on that goal. Just the very act of moving one step, one thing forward will create a very specific focus and a very specific energy around getting that goal done. It will allow you to have results that follow, and it also gives you a confidence and a feeling of satisfaction that you've actually got one thing done. So if you are feeling overwhelmed with a project, just pick one thing to do. What's the one thing I can do? We talked about low-hanging fruit. Maybe you go after some low-hanging fruit. We talked about something that's maybe sitting right in front of you, something that you can see and you want to decrease the visual noise. What's one thing that you could do that would just decrease that visual noise? Can you remove just one thing, one piece of clutter? Can you go around your house for 10 minutes and just pick up 10 things? One 10-minute segment to pick up a couple of things to move yourself forward. You'll find that creates energy, it creates focus, and it will help you move your project forward. I hope that's helpful, folks. I am going to be using that strategy today. There's one thing that I would like to get done today, and stay tuned, and I will post some before and after pictures and some behind the scenes pictures later on today as my project moves forward, but there's just one thing that I want to get done. Stay tuned, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye now.